Hello. So, hold on. I'm thinking. I'm trying. Okay. I don't think I. I think I might have uploaded the wrong video last night. I don't know. I'm gonna check after I'm done with this one, but I don't think I did. Um, today. Today was race day. Um, I did a 5K 9/11 memorial run. Um, which was pretty fun. Woke up at 6 a.m. I did not sleep last night at all. I got into my bed at like midnight, like 1, and then I fell asleep for like 30 minutes maybe, and then I needed to go to the bathroom and went to the bathroom and I couldn't fall back asleep. So the entirety of today I'm starting to I'm starting to hit um the wall. I've been running on fumes. But yeah, no, I did the 5K. I ended up coming in third for my age bracket. So my age bracket was 20 through 29. Um, Came in third, and then overall, the entirety of the race, I came in 17th. Um, which I wasn't expecting at all to even get top 20 because I've only been running consistently again for a month. I started running in August and it's September 14th. Um, so yeah, kind of crazy. For those of you who are curious, I have my I have the run site up right now. I came in with a time of 27 minutes and 14 seconds. Um, 17th, I finished right before second place for female top finisher, and I finished right after third place for female top finisher. I was like sandwiched in between them. Um, Absolutely crazy that I got top 20. I wasn't expecting that at all. I don't know. It's crazy looking because a lot of the guys in top 10 are 30 and above. Um, there's one other 20 through 20. The fifth place finisher was my age bracket, and yeah, no, that's it. Um, Insane. Um, yeah, I didn't finish. I didn't expect to finish at all. Like, I mean, not like that, but like I didn't expect to finish like place anywhere. I thought I'd be like past 10 for everything. But yeah, no, third for my age bracket and 17th overall, pretty good. If I had to guess, there was maybe 60, 70, 80 people registered for the race. A lot of older people. Not a lot of young guys. The guy who got first place in my age bracket ran a 22. It goes he ran a 22, and then second place beat me by 7 seconds, and then it's me. Um, but yeah, no, I watching those guys on like the finish, not on the finish line, but on the starting line take off. Like the sub 23-minute crowd, they're insane. They had crazy pace. They were just out the gate fast. The fastest person was 19 minutes, 18 minutes, or 19 minutes. That was number one overall. And then it went to like 20 and then 21. Um, and it was a group of three guys. These three guys, I think they might have been in like a running club or something. They're all, they were specimens. That was crazy. On like mile 2.5, they were they were coming back from the finish line. They were running the course again. They turned around and started running back to do more, I guess. But they were insane. They were just insane. It was pretty cool watching them, but the entire race, it didn't feel like I was competing. It didn't feel like I was in a high position, a high spot. A funny thing that happened was around like mile, it was like one, not mile one, but like very close to mile two. So there was there were 3 water stations on the course. You get to the first water station, you double back. You get to the second water station, you double back. And then the third water station is the last one before the end. Well, never ran this course before. They didn't have any maps. They didn't have any maps anywhere before the race. They just spoke into a microphone and told us. And they're like, you take a right, and then you take another right, and then you double back, and you stick to the left, and then you take another right, and then you double back, and you take a right, and then stick to the left. And it's like, I'm going to be honest, like 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like a minute after I started running, the directions were just out of my head. So what happened was the front pack, I was the very back of the front pack. What happened was we got to the second water station, and the people at the second water station didn't tell us to double back. So we ended up going off course, and we ended up running about a quarter of a mile extra. Some guy had to kind of like run through and find us and kind of like herd us like cats, because I'm going to be honest, no idea where I was going. I was just following the like 4 people I could see in front of me that are kind of like off in the distance. Still ended up finishing pretty good. I probably could have ran like a 26 maybe, if we didn't end up running that extra quarter of a mile. I don't know. I probably could have gone 26 maybe, but all in all, at the end, I sprinted the last 800 meters. Every single race, every single 5K, 10K, like obstacle course. I know like Tough Mudders are the ones that I like doing. Every single one I've been able to sprint at the very end. Usually 400, 600 meter sprint to get to the finish line, because that's the best part of the race, is when I love it when they have it as a straight line and you can see the end and everyone's on the sidelines like cheering you on. I don't know how people don't sprint that, because what happens is I'm coming up, and instinctively I just start getting faster, and I can feel the adrenaline, and my legs start going numb. Everything just starts going numb, and my body just starts moving. It is so, it's addicting almost. And you hit it. You hit the jets. You start sprinting, and I'm gonna be honest. When you cross the finish line, and you stop, that's probably the worst part, because you're like heaving. You're heaving, and you're like, I can't breathe, and you feel like you're gonna throw up. But you just have to walk it off and then sit down and recuperate. But I misjudged how far the finish line was. So when I started sprinting and my body instinctively started like moving fast, I was like, oh my god, that is a lot farther than it was probably 800 meters. And I was like, holy shit, I guess we're doing this. So I had to lock in. I locked in, and I had to dig deep just to keep the momentum going and not stop sprinting before the finish line. Like, who sprints and then right before the finish line they stop sprinting? You got to sprint all the way through. And what ended up happening was I was breathing so hard through my mouth that spit was just exploding out of I could feel it just like out of my mouth and like coming back on my face. And I hope there were people on the sidelines holding like American flags because it's a 9/11 memorial run, and I was hoping that my spit wasn't just like exploding on them as I ran past, but I passed at least an upwards amount of maybe 10 people on that final sprint. And that's also why you should sprint at the end, because passing people feels good. It's an ego boost. It's a funny ego boost, especially at the end. Um, and I hope it makes other people try to finish strong as well. I hope by sprinting, someone will see that and be like, you know what, I can do that too, and they just start sprinting. And no, it's such a cool feeling, such a nice feeling. If you've never ran a race, go do one. Go run. Right. Go register for a little 5K somewhere, and when you get to the end and you see the finish line, just haul ass, dude. Just heave ho. Just start sprinting. It's like the best feeling ever. And when I ran it with my dad came in around 33 minutes. When I was walking back down the line towards the course, where all the people were on the sidelines, some of the people holding the flags were like turned around and like looked at me and then like gave me fist bumps and were like, "Hell yeah, dude!" I was like I was out of breath, but I was like, "Yep." um, you know, I think all of the volunteers, a majority of the volunteers, were from the local high school, the Air Force JROTC program. Um, it was like a good 90% of them, which makes sense why they forgot to tell us to double back, because it was high school students manning the water stations. But yeah, no, if you like, one of my favorite memories is when I lived in Colorado. There's a town called Boulder, and they do this thing called the Boulderthon. I did this when I was like 14, I think. 14, 13, maybe. But I want to say it's a half marathon. I think I did the 10K, and it's a half marathon through Boulder. And when I did it, the finish, like the last stretch, is you enter because Boulder is a college town. They have a college there. You enter the stadium for the college, the football stadium, right? And there's people just all in the bleachers, like cheering you on, and it's like engraved in my mind. It feels like a movie scene, because right, like you run through like the the gate, or the opening, I guess, into the field, like into the stadium, and it's like a U. You do like a U, and the finish is on the other side. So start here, end here, and you got to do like a U. Um, and there's just people in the bleachers, like everyone's like cheering and everything. Instantly, right as I got through that opening into the field, adrenaline just like instantly was just like boom, and I just started sprinting. I was like, again, I don't know, I was 13, 14, so I was pretty tiny. I was pretty light, so I could go pretty fast. And I just remember weaving in and out of all these people and hitting the finish line. It was so cool. I really, I want to go back and do it again. Boulderthon was pretty fun. I remember I was really proud finishing that race, because that entire time I didn't stop once. Didn't walk, didn't slow my pace. I don't know how long it took me. I ran it with my dad. I do a lot of races with my dad, because my dad is also a runner. He picked up running when we lived in Texas. And his fastest 5K was 19 minutes. This is when he was in his 30s, 40s, 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, I think. But his fastest time was 19 minutes. So I've been going to 5Ks with him ever since. Just doing little runs. But yeah, no, doing the Boulderthon. If you live in Colorado, sign up for the Boulderthon. It was so fun. I love it. I wish I could go back and do it. it was also, this 5K was a lot nicer than the other 5K I did. I did a 5K a month or two ago. Um, this one, it was a lot cooler. We did it in the morning. It was around 8 a.m. was when the race started. It was around 84, and then when we finished, it was about 88. The other 5K I did a couple months ago, it was 100, 105, I want to say, throughout the entire thing. And that 5K took me 40 minutes, 40 something minutes, and this one took me 27. So the Air Force workout, Special Forces workout program has been working. It's not even a program, it's just like a, I don't know what it is. It's like a, not even a prep guide, it's just like a, you should be able to do all this stuff. So yeah, no, I mean, it's helped my running. I think right now I'm probably gonna take a chill pill. Most of my runs, I run to break PRs, which I know you're not supposed to do, but every single time I go on a run, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this one slow, and then it's like, no, I gotta break my PR, so then I go as hard as I can. But I'm definitely gonna try to now focus more on slow, easy runs, and not PR breaking runs every single day. But you know, we're getting into the cooler months now too in Arizona, where I reside. If you can tell by the absurd heats that I talk about all the time, we're getting into the cooler months. So I think I'm gonna start looking into more 5Ks. Try to see if people are hosting them this time of year, because this is honestly the best time to host them, especially in the morning, because it's like getting down to the 70s, the high 70s. Ooh yeah, baby. High 70 at 8 a.m. Because that is the best time to run. It's nice and cool, not hot. But yeah, no, that was my day. That was me talking about running. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Okay, I love you. Okay, goodbye.